Starting with the track 6 of idea exchange and sharing of best practices among from our faculty, from various faculty and colleges in India, in Bharat. And we are privileged to have Professor N.K. Lokanath ji, Vice Chancellor, University of Mysore, with us, who will be chairing this session. So I request Professor Poonam ji to please facilitate Professor Lokanath ji. Right. So the theme for this track is inclusive growth and regional equity in higher education. Now this has been defined in a versatile format in NEP 2020. So in that context this session is planned, and I will request Professor Lokanath ji to take over the session and take it forward. Thank you so much, sir.
Very good afternoon to one and all. Very good afternoon to one and all. It's really interesting to have an Group 6 discussion on inclusive growth and regional equity in higher education. As we all see that higher education plays a pivotal role in everybody's life. Higher education does many things, as we have seen that Viksit Bharat, for which we are the one to go through these higher education policies and make to enhance the employability, industry interface and holistic development. So that means we need to have an equity growth in higher education. As you all aware that in India is a vast country and it's a very diverse. So equity in higher education, focusing on all the students to be given equal opportunities to access, participate and succeed in higher education, regardless of their background or circumstances. As you've seen that there are a lot of things to be noted here. As I mentioned, India is a vast country and we need to think a lot of constraints in that. Access is very important. Is we have to remove the barriers to financial constraints, geographical limitations and social inequalities. And also we have to create an environment for diverse students, including those from underrepresented groups. And also we have to support system to ensure students complete their programs and their goals, very important. Most of the higher education institutions, just students enrolled and completed degree and they have not achieved their goals. So therefore, I request all my colleagues, we need to have a strategy for equity and growth. The first is we have to provide the financial aid like scholarships or small grants or small affordable loan through the institutions. So those who are students who are really a disadvantaged students. And also we need to catering the rural students, as India is growing, but still rural students are not able to access to the higher education. So we need to give something importance to rural students, definitely for them, the first generation learners. And also, we need to make the inclusive curriculum that is culturally responsive, teaching and diverse course has to be supported. And also, we should have to mentoring them very well. And that mentoring means counseling or academic support, or depending upon their interest, we need to help them. So there are many challenges in this. So there might be socio-economic disparities, or maybe digital divide, or maybe cultural barriers. So there are a lot of initiatives has been done. So as you've seen that NAP highly emphasizes the equitable and inclusive educations, as you already see that. And also now online distance learning made access, expanding the education to online. So today we're going to give a presentation by 5 eminent persons on this field: Professor Mithilesh Singh, Shri Agrasen, Kanya, PG College, Varanasi, and then Dr. K. Sundararaman, CEO, Krishna Group of Institution, Coimbatore, Professor Kuldip Sharma, Pro-Chancellor, Medhavi Skills University, Sikkim, and Dr. Ramesh Gadhvi, Veer Narmada South Gujarat University, Gujarat, and Dr. Vikas Chandra, Swarankar, Mahatma Gandhi Medical University, Jaipur. As we all see that education in the earlier days have been studying only to gain the job. Education means to seek a job. Now in my opinion, education is to gain knowledge. That knowledge has to be converted into wisdom. That's where the higher education stands for. And the second thing is, today the scenario has changed because in the competitive world, we need to think about to get a knowledge, education is best. To get a job, you need a skill. Therefore, a student should have to give more importance to education and also to skill. If he has both, and also the very important thing is the student has to get a human values. So therefore, knowledge, skill and values will make a man perfect, and definitely this scenario, we need to teach the knowledge and the skill and also values in the higher educations. With these words, now I request the presenters to give the the presentation for 10 minutes each. Thank you.
Now I would request Professor Mithilesh Singh ji to please share the insights with respect to Shri Agrasen Kanya PG College, Varanasi. Over to you, ma'am.
विद्या भारती उच्च शिक्षण संस्थान राजस्थान यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर में ये जो संस्थागत नेतृत्व समागम के अंतर्गत आज हमें अपने कॉलेज के बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस को यहाँ प्रस्तुत करने का एक मौका दिया गया है। इसके लिए सभी आदरणीय को धन्यवाद। इस सेशन को चेयर कर रहे आदरणीय प्रोफेसर लोकनाथ जी को मेरा सादर नमन, और जिंदल जी को भी। मैं काशी से हूँ और जैसा काशी के बारे में आप जानते हैं कि नॉलेज, स्किल और वैल्यू के समागम में सर्व विद्या की राजधानी काशी का कोई जवाब नहीं है। मैं अपनी 2 लाइनों की शुरुआत आदि गुरु शंकराचार्य कृत काशीय पंचकम से करती हूँ। काश्या ही काश्यते काशी सर्व प्रकाशिका, सा काशी विदिता ये नितेन प्राप्ता ही काशी। यानी काशी सर्व विद्या की राजधानी होने के साथ ही साथ हमें चेतना के उच्चतम शिखर तक पहुंचने का मौका देती है। और जहां तक शिव की नगरी काशी का सवाल है, शिव आदि गुरु हैं। यहीं से मैं अपनी बात को शुरुआत करती हूं। मैं प्रोफेसर मिथिलेश सिंह, प्रिंसिपल श्री अग्रसेन कन्या ऑटोनॉमस पीजी कॉलेज। मेरा जो आज टॉपिक है दैट इज़ इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम एंड आवर इंस्टीट्यूशन, प्रिजर्विंग हेरिटेज एंड क्रिएटिंग फ्यूचर। ना ही ज्ञानेन सदृश पवित्र में ही विद्यते। Source Bhagavad Gita 4.38, meaning indeed there is nothing in this world is pure as knowledge. ज्ञान के बिना या ज्ञान से पवित्र इस दुनिया में कोई दूसरा नहीं है। और हम सब का जैसे शिक्षा का उद्देश्य सर ने बताया कि सिर्फ जॉब पाना नहीं है, बल्कि ज्ञान को अर्जित करना है, उसे स्किल में बदलना है और फिर वैल्यूज़ को इनकलकेट करके अपनी सोसाइटी को कुछ देना है। ये हमारे शिक्षा का उद्देश्य हायर एजुकेशन में होना चाहिए। यहाँ छोटा सा एक ब्रीफ, चूँकि मैं काशी से हूँ और अग्रसेन कन्या पीजी कॉलेज में क्या इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, क्या वैल्यूज़ को हम अपने स्टूडेंट के समक्ष रखते हैं, उससे रिलेटेड एक छोटा सा स्लाइड आपको पहले इंट्रोडक्शन का दिया है। लीडिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ द पूर्वांचल रीजन वेयर ट्रेडिशन मीट इनोवेशन, एफिलिएटेड विद महात्मा गांधी काशी विद्यापीठ वाराणसी। Established 3rd November 1973 and run by reputed Shri Kashi Agrawal Samaj Varanasi with 52 years of heritage in the area of women education. First women autonomous college of Uttar Pradesh and also having a NAC grade. Our institution have the humanities, science and commerce syllabus. इसके बियॉन्ड भी हमारे यहाँ BVOC एंड और बहुत सारी डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज भी हैं जो मैंने यहाँ मेंशन नहीं किया है। मैंने बेसिकली 3 स्ट्रीम्स की ही बात की है। That syllabus according to NEP 2020, which also inculcate a large part of Indian knowledge system that transforming our India as a Bharat education system. I have two campuses. We have two campuses, Bulanala and Parmanandpur, with well-equipped laboratory, 91 classroom, with well-equipped smart classes, which shows our idea of traditionality and modernity. Two fully equipped auditorium named Virangana Lakshmibai and Aparajita with the capacity of 1200 students. Museum, ये हमारा USP है हमारे कॉलेज का कि we have a museum our college with a rich museum showcasing Indian knowledge system can be treasure trove for student and researcher that provide hands-on learning. छोटी सी यहाँ पर मैंने स्लाइड में अपने म्यूजियम के 2 फोटोग्राफ्स भी डाले हैं, आपको दिख रहे होंगे. We have a 5 study centers, Buddhist, Gandhi, बुद्धिस्ट आप जान रहे हैं गौतम बुद्धा अपदीपो भवा की बात करते हैं, यानी हमें इनलाइटेंड होना है अंदर से, बाहर से नहीं. इसके साथ ही अगर आप अरविंदो की बात करें तो ये नेशनलिटी में स्पिरिचुअलिज्म को देखते हैं. ये देश कोई भूखंड का टुकड़ा नहीं मानते, ये वहाँ पर स्पिरिचुअलिटी की बात करते हैं. और इनका जो राष्ट्रवाद है दैट इज स्पिरिचुअल नेशनलिज्म, वो प्योर राष्ट्रवाद इस तरह का नहीं है, उसमें स्पिरिचुअलिटी को देखते हैं और अतिमानस के विकास की बात करते हैं, यानी चेतनता के उच्चतम शिखर तक ज्ञान को ले जाने की बात करते हैं. अम्बेडकर एंड वुमेन स्टडी सेंटर टू एक्सप्लोर, प्रिजर्व एंड डिसमिनेट इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम. 2 लाइब्रेरीज वी हैव 2 कैंपसेस एंड जाहिर है कि 2 लाइब्रेरीज भी हैं हमारे यहाँ. फर्स्ट लाइब्रेरी का जो नाम है वो पंडिता रमाबाई and second library Savitribai Phule. It has more than 65,000 books along with journals and magazine and Sarojini Naidu reading room also. We have a well-equipped gymnasium in traditional Indian system. Physical well-being is linked to spiritual growth, yoga and wellness. Gymnasium can complement academic pursuit, fostering overall well-being, cultural heritage. Traditional Indian sports and exercise can be showcased alongside modern fitness. सेशन स्टार्ट जब हम लोग करते हैं तो उसे पूजन और हवन से करते हैं हमारे यहाँ. तो सेशन स्टार्ट विद पूजन एंड हवन. स्टार्टिंग अ सेशन विद पूजन एंड हवन विच प्रमोट पॉजिटिविटी, स्पिरिचुअल फोकस एंड रेस्पेक्ट फॉर आवर कल्चरल हेरिटेज. मॉर्निंग असेंबली हमारे यहाँ होती है. मॉर्निंग असेंबली कैन बी अ ग्रेट वे टू कनेक्ट विद इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम. कम्युनिटी सर्विस, अभी सर ने भी बात की कि हमें कम्युनिटी सर्विस करनी चाहिए. यहाँ मैं बता दूँ कि हमारे संस्थान द्वारा 3 गांवों को गोद लिया गया है जहाँ हमारे बच्चे कम्युनिटी सर्विस के लिए जाते हैं और उन्हें से फूड न्यूट्रिशन से रिलेटेड, हाइजीन से रिलेटेड से लेकर अगर वहाँ कोई निरक्षर है तो उन्हें पढ़ाने का भी काम किया जाता है. तो इट इज़ अ बिग पार्ट ऑफ इंडियन ट्रेडिशन. कॉलेज कैन टाई अप टू इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम. सेवा, selfless service. We encourage students to serve local communities, echoing Indian value system. हमारे यहाँ ब्लड डोनेशन कैंप हमेशा लगता है, बच्चे ब्लड डोनेट करते हैं और ये सेवा है जो सेल्फलेस सर्विस को रिप्रेजेंट करती है. और हमारे कॉलेज में ये चीज़ें पूरे वर्ष में 2 या 3 बार होती हैं. जैसा अन्न वैसा मन, ये कहा गया है कि हम जैसा खाते हैं, जैसा ग्रहण करते हैं, वैसा सोचते हैं. तो you eat so you think. In Indian tradition, food is linked to mental and physical well-being. Food is seen as a medicine impacting body and mind. हमारे यहाँ फूड में श्री अन्न का प्रयोग बच्चों को बताया जाता है और इससे रिलेटेड हमारे यहाँ बहुत सारे स्टॉल लगाए जाते हैं जिससे बच्चे श्री अन्न के तमाम चीज़ें बनाना सीखते हैं और उनके क्या ट्रेडिशनल और क्या उसका वैल्यू है, न्यूट्रिशनल क्या वैल्यूज़ हैं, ये बच्चों को पता है. स्पीक में के वाराणसी चैप्टर भी है. इट्स प्रमोशन ऑफ इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक, आर्ट, कल्चर एमंग स्टूडेंट. हमारे यहाँ सुनंदा शर्मा जी का कार्यक्रम हो चुका है. हमारे यहाँ सोमा घोष जी का धरोहर 3 दिन तक कल्चरल प्रोग्राम हुआ है. इसके अलावा बहुत सारे कल्चरल प्रोग्राम हुआ है. राजस्थान का कालबेलिया डांस भी हमारे यहाँ हुआ है. बच्चे उसे जानते हैं, समझते हैं. भारत सेंट्रिक रिसर्च को भी हम लोग प्रमोट करते हैं. इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम में एम्स टू ब्रिज एंशिएंट ट्रेडिशनल नॉलेज विथ मॉडर्न साइंस टू सॉल्व कंटेम्प्रेरी सोसाइटल, इकोनॉमिक एंड एनवायरमेंटल प्रॉब्लम. इनकलकेटिंग भारत सेंट्रिक रिसर्च इन आवर कॉलेज कैंपस कैन बी अ इनोवेशन हब. हियर आर सम कीज एरिया. करिकुलम रिवैम्प. सर हम लोग ऑटोनॉमस कॉलेज हैं, हमारे यहाँ करिकुलम में 33% एडिशन करने का हमें पावर है. तो हम उसमें इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम को इनकलकेट करते हैं और को करिकुलर के रूप में हमारे यहाँ पूरा का पूरा पेपर है ह्यूमन वैल्यूज़ एंड एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज़, जो इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम को रिप्रेजेंट करता है। इसके साथ ही फिजिकल एजुकेशन एंड योगा सेकंड पेपर है। थर्ड फूड न्यूट्रिशन एंड हाइजीन का पेपर है, जो पूरी तरह से हम लोगों ने उसे श्री अन्न और बाकी चीज़ों से कोऑपरेट करके रखा है। रिसर्च फंडिंग के लिए हम लोग इनकरेज करते हैं फैकल्टीज़ को, स्टूडेंट को। जैसा सर ने कहा कि हमारे पास ऐसे फंड होने चाहिए, ICSR और सब चीज़ों से बच्चे उस एरिया में रिसर्च कर सकें, जिसमें इंडियन जो ग्रास रूट प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उसका सोल्यूशन भी हम अपने ही कॉन्टेक्स्ट में निकाल सकें। उसके लिए हमें वेस्टर्न मॉडल की ज़रूरत ना पड़े। कोलाब्रेशंस में भी हम लोग अपना ध्यान दे रहे हैं, बहुत सारे MOUs साइन हैं। पार्टनर्स विद इंडियन इंडस्ट्री, रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूशन, NGOs से भी हमने किया है, जो कि ग्राउंड लेवल पर सेवा भाव करते हैं। खुला आसमान एक ऐसा ही NGO वाराणसी का है, जहाँ से हमारा MOU है और हमारे बच्चे वहाँ जाते हैं। और जो हमारे यहाँ गंगा के किनारे हम लोग हैं, जो मल्लाह के बच्चे हैं, जो बहुत छोटे छोटे उम्र के हैं, उनको हमारे बच्चों द्वारा ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है और सिखाया जाता है। Seminar and workshop are there, organized event featuring Indian expert and resource sharing their work. Student project भी हम लोग कराते हैं, encourage student to explore topics relevant to Indian challenges and opportunities. Some future prospects are also there. Next slides. यहाँ हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं और चाह रहे हैं इसमें और काम हो कॉलेज में। जो हमने किया वो हमने बताया, जो हम कर रहे हैं वो बताया, जो हम करना चाहते हैं अब हम उस पर आते हैं। टू ट्रेन स्टूडेंट फॉर सस्टेनेबल लिविंग एंड एनवायरमेंटल बैलेंस, टू प्रमोट होलिस्टिक हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस इन स्टेक होल्डर ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन, नॉट ओनली स्टूडेंट, स्टेक होल्डर्स के लिए भी हमें काम करना चाहिए। उनके पेरेंट्स को भी इससे जोड़ना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि जब तक वातावरण घर में नहीं मिलता, बच्चा उस चीज़ को अपने वैल्यूज़ के अंदर नहीं डाल पाता। तो कहीं ना कहीं स्टेक होल्डर्स को भी हमें लेकर चलना चाहिए। टू प्रमोट टीचर्स ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन फॉर राइटिंग रेलिवेंट लिटरेचर रेस्पेक्टिव देयर एक्सपर्टाइज रिलेटेड टू इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम। हर टीचर अपने अपने फील्ड में भी अगर वो IKS को लेकर एक बुक लिखता है तो ज़रूर उसके जो ये योगदान है ये बच्चों तक पहुँचेगा। और लेक्चर के ज़रिए हम उसे जोड़ते हैं, लेकिन हमने उसे राइटिंग फॉर्म में नहीं लाया। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, मैं साइकोलॉजी स्टूडेंट हूँ, अगर मुझे काउंसलिंग पढ़ाना हो तो मैं यही कहूँगी कि कृष्ण से बड़ा काउंसलर कोई और हुआ ही नहीं, क्योंकि 100% स्ट्रेसर जो क्रिएट करता है वो आपके किसी प्रियजन की डेथ होती है। और जब डेथ होती है तब हम वहाँ भागवत कराते हैं। क्यों कराते हैं? क्योंकि उसमें जो श्लोक हैं वो हमें बताते हैं जीवन को जीना कैसे है, स्ट्रेसर्स को फेस कैसे करना है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बच्चों को स्ट्रेस होता है एग्जामिनेशन टाइम में। आप कहिए कर्मण्डेव अधिकारस्ते मां खलीसु कदाचन, हम कर्म ही कर सकते हैं, बेस्ट दे ही सकते हैं, क्या रिजल्ट आएगा ये छोड़ दो। तो अपने आप में IKS को लेकर अगर मैं साइकोलॉजी की बात करूं तो भागवत गीता से बड़ी साइकोलॉजी की काउंसलिंग की कोई किताब नहीं है और कृष्ण से बड़ा कोई काउंसलर नहीं हो सकता। इसी तरह अन्य एरिया में भी हमें बहुत सारे उदाहरण हैं और हमें उस पर राइटिंग करनी चाहिए। To promote ethical and value-based education in student, to promote relevance of traditional knowledge in modern research, translate classical text like Ramayana and Mahabharata with critical commentary, promotion of interdisciplinary research ideas हम इसमें दे सकते हैं, like IKS के साथ political science, जैसे मैंने कहा IKS के साथ psychology को हम करें, IKS के साथ political science को लाएं, IKS के साथ हम एंशियंट इंडियन हिस्ट्री, आर्कियोलॉजी एंड कल्चर, जैसे मैंने म्यूज़ियम को यहाँ इनकॉर्पोरेट किया कि आप म्यूज़ियम के जरिए इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम को, हिस्ट्री के बच्चों को आप कहीं और मत ले जाइए, अपने कॉलेज में ही वो पढ़ें और जाएं अपने म्यूज़ियम में उन चीज़ों को एक्सप्लोर करें। इस तरह से हम लोग काम करें। प्रिपेयर स्टूडेंट फॉर सॉल्विंग मॉडर्न ग्लोबल चैलेंजेस एंड फुलफिल द ड्रीम ऑफ सबका साथ सबका विकास बाय मेकिंग विकसित भारत 2047। सो इन दिस वे we conclude Indian knowledge system is not past, it is a Bharat future. लास्ट स्लाइड में मैंने एक श्लोक डाला है जो चरक संहिता से लिया गया है। शुश्रूषा श्रवण ग्रहण धारण विज्ञान ऊहा पोहा तत्व विनिवेशा प्रज्ञा गुणा। The qualities of intellect are desire to learn, listening, comprehending, retaining, applying knowledge, analyzing and firm conviction in the truth। हम सब इसी के लिए आए हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
Go ahead.
Right. Thank you, Professor Mithilesh ji. I think Agrasen Kanya PG College Varanasi is doing a wonderful job, as we have seen. I think a lot of lessons to take from there.
I would like to say few sentences about Professor Mithilesh Singh. She is very active and more than 500 students participated in the Bharat Baudik Pariksha, and one student is also in the national merit of Bharat Baudiks. I have visited to the college and I have observed that a lot of promotional activities for the Bharatiya Gan Parampara is taking place at Agrasen PG College, and her team is very strong in the college and doing wonderful job for the Bharatiya Gan Parampara.
Brilliant,
Very
brilliant.
nice.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing the experiences with us. Now I would request Dr. K. Sundararaman, CEO, Krishna Group of Institutions from Coimbatore, to share the best practices in their institution, please.
Most respected Chairman, Vice Chancellor of University of Mysore, fellow speakers, my friends, I first had the opportunity of making a presentation on the topic inclusive growth and regional equity in higher education. Now, this is one of the policy of NSIL 2020. Now, before going into the inclusive growth, we'll have to look into what is the current scenario. The NEP itself says that the gross enrollment ratio is 28.4, and there is a lot of regional variance in the gross enrollment ratio. Now, if you look at the gross, next slide. If you look at the gross enrollment ratio, you can see that the Tamil Nadu and Kerala got a very high ratio, whereas this part of India, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar got a low ratio. So there is a lot of variance in the gross enrollment ratio. Next. Now, if you want to achieve 50% growth rate by 2035 as visioned by the NEP, now what is that we have to do? I made a small arithmetical calculation. As per that arithmetical calculation, I found as of now there are 50,000 colleges in India, including arts and science, engineering, polytechnic, teachers training colleges and so on. Out of which, let us say that 40,000 colleges are working efficiently. Now, if you look at the 28.5% enrollment as of now, the enrollment as of now is 4.33 crores per year. That is the enrollment in colleges now, which is equivalent to 28.5. So what is the market size? The market size we have is 15 crores of people. 15 crores of people is the market size for enrollment is available. But out of 15 crores, what we are targeting under NEP is 7.5 crores per year is to join the colleges. Now there is a gap in the market. If you look at the market, there are 7.5% is what we are targeting, but what we are achieving is only 4.33. 4.33 crores of students are joining the colleges every year. There is a gap in the market, but gap in the market is not enough for us. Whether there is a market in the gap, that is what we will have to see. As an educational administrator, I will be looking at the market whether there is a gap in the market and there is a market in the gap. Now, if I wanted to look into it, I have to increase this enrollment from 4.33 to nearly about 7.5 crores before 2035. That means there should be an increase of 3.17 crores of enrollment within the next 10 years. And if this increase has to come, what's going to be our contribution? What is going to be the government contribution? What going to be the public contribution? Market is available, product is available, but how to source the product? How to bring the product to the college and make them graduates, make them within the, graduates and then turn them into an educated person. This is what we will have to do. Now, let us look at previous slide. Let us look into the barriers here. If you look into the barriers, if you look into that, the first barrier is the digital divide. What is a digital divide is that there is a limited broadband connectivity in India. Not all places is connected with broadband. There are remote areas where, or village areas where the connectivity is still to be improved. Inadequate device access. People don't have an access to the internet devices. Low digital literacy is also here. Not that every village has got a digital literacy. Rural-urban technology gap is huge in many places, even in the state where I am coming. The second problem is the infrastructure gap. Faculty shortage, it is there everywhere. All of us, we know, college principals and administrators know. Sourcing a faculty hereafter is very difficult. The reason is that they should have got PhD or they should have got NET or SET, and we could able to find only very few people coming with that. And in fact, I am a person who is recruiting for my college, my institution. There are 28,000 students. There are about 1,200 faculty we are managing. Every day I conduct interview. Not even one single day I missed out. But still I have a shortage of faculty. Because 1,200 faculty are available, should be available in the college. But I could never achieve this 1,200. It's always 900, 10,000, 1,100. That is how it goes on. Because we are not able to get faculty. Faculty who will fit for job. Faculty you will get. But fit for job is very difficult to get. Then we have a limited hostel facilities. Then poor campus infrastructure. Then if you look into socio-economic inequalities, caste-based marginalization. It is there all over India. In fact, there are community colleges, there are religious colleges, and within the college there are caste-based marginalization. Now these are all the problem which we face. Religious discrimination. This is one thing each religion has got their own colleges. They support only their religion. And because of that, open access may not be available in some of the places. Then gender disparity, that is also there. Then poverty is the most important thing. Because of that, there is an exclusion is also there. And academic preparedness. Poor school foundation. Schools are not doing well because there it's a result-based teaching is what school does, not knowledge-based teaching. Many schools are only based on result. They are only looking at, I have 100% in plus 2. I have 100% result in 10th. This is what their achievement. Whether how much knowledge the students has gained, they never look into it. Language barriers. Here, this is a multilingual society. And there's a lot of language barriers. For example, I was attending this conference for the last 2 days. 10% only I am able to understand because I don't know Hindi. My state does not allow me to learn Hindi even though I want to learn Hindi. Unfortunately, I was born and brought up in my state. I have never come out of my state and studied. That's a problem. But still I travel a lot. But without knowing Hindi, I am able to manage with a little bit this or that. But all of you talk something. I know you are talking very good thing. But sorry, I am not able to understand this. What can I do? It is not my problem. It is my government. It is my government which has given us this particular gift to us. That's a problem which all of us are facing. We are not able to stand against them. This is what is happening here. I can't talk this particular topic in my state. I cannot live. That's a problem. Then weak transition support, limited career guidance. Career guidance is also limited. Next slide. Now what is that NEP 2020 says about inclusiveness? It says about inclusiveness, ambitious goals to increase the gross enrollment ratio. As I said, they wanted to bring it to 50% by 2035. Then, in multidisciplinary higher educational institutions, which they have started in 2020, now by 2026-27 started taking off. Now so many, because of legislations are in the parliament now, and these legislations have to go through various committees, and then it has to be passed through the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, and then it has to go to the president, and after that the opposition leaders will strike, and so many things will come, and implementation will take some more time, maybe 1 year or 1.5 years, but it's going to come, it will definitely come. Already it has been delayed by 3-4 months. I have been talking to many forums, including higher education forums, and said 2025 you have announced, 20 you have announced, but still you have not come out with Higher Education Council. But now it has come out to the Parliament at least. Then credit mobility. There is one more thing called ABC. All of you know about it, Academic Bank of Credit. The purpose of Academic Bank of Credit is each student who passes an examination, certain credits are being deposited in his account, which he can take it to another account when he moves to another college. That college has to accept it. That is the thing. It is like a bank passbook. When you deposit in one bank account, you can transfer it to another bank account. By even using your mobile phone, you can transfer the money from one bank account to another bank account. But are you able to transfer your credit from one college to other college? No, we are not able to do it. Then what is the purpose of ABC? I spoke to one of the forum where what is the purpose of ABC? ABC is created because it's a seamless mobility of students from one college to another college, from one state to another state, and one country even to another country if that country accepts our ABC. But that is not happening now. But it will happen, definitely happen. But there is a delay. There is a delay. That's another problem we face. Then regional languages and so on. Now, next slide. So next, you can see the mobility from foreign country to India, only this much. From India to foreign country is this much. Now I'm going to complete it now. What is the roadmap and our experience in that? What is going to be our contribution? Next slide. So if you want to have 50% gross enrollment ratio by 2035, now these are all the things to increase the equity. That is, for example, you have to do access and affordability. You should make education access and affordable even for a marginalized society. Then quality and pedagogy has to be improved, and then digital equity, that's very important. Digital equity has to be improved. People should be able to get equipment for using the digital thing. I call the present day students sitting here as digital native. They are all digital native. They are born with what? Born with this. That's what I say. Without this, even my grandson is 1 year old. He can't eat without a cell phone. He has to see, and then only we can feed him. Otherwise he won't. So we have to accept it. So we can't say it is no. Then regional ecosystem. Now last but not the least, okay, all these things we have seen. Now, what is the role of the colleges and universities in getting this gross enrollment ratio to 50%? What is our role? Number one, if you want to get, I have my own experience, I am telling you, what our institution has done. We have identified through satellite districts. We have identified 3 satellite districts, and each district we have got the whole data of the people who are there, living there, and who are all below the marginalized, and go to every school, collect the data, and we have a digital system through which everything is recorded. And those students who passes +2, not able to come to the college, we identify them and then give them scholarship. Every year, we are now recruiting 100 students from these things and give 100% scholarship, including hostel fees. That's what we do. I calculated now, there are 40,000 colleges, and each college adopt 100 students per year. You'll have 4 lakh students will be joining the colleges every year. That is, we have 40,000 into 100, 4 lakh students will be joining every year. Now, what is that we require now? We require only 3.12 lakh students joining more, so that we arrive at 50%. We can have more than that. So all of us can join together, all the colleges can join together, adopt 100 students every year. We signed an agreement with the Mahatma Foundation, and with the Mahatma Foundation, we have now got about 100 students. We have stopped, we have now adopted this, and if all join together, then I think this achieving this 50% is not a big problem. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing the details. Fortunately, you were in Jaipur, so you could speak and not in your state. So I really like that statement of doing things in the most difficult situations. And in any case, NEP talks about a multilingual format, which was the original culture of Bharat. Unfortunately, that got lost in political conflicts and everything. I think we will revive that soon in everywhere. Hopefully in your state as well, sir. So now I would request Professor Kuldip Sharma ji, Pro-Chancellor, Medhavi Skill University, who has arrived from Sikkim, to share the best practices in Medhavi Skills University. Over to you, sir.
Namaste everyone. Respected representative from Government of Rajasthan, all the dignitaries, Lokesh Jindal ji, Professor Lokanath ji, and other colleagues. I am Kuldip Sharma, promoter, co-founder, Pro-Chancellor of the first Skills University of northeastern part of India, that is Medhavi Skills University. So this was the first university and pioneer in industry integrated higher education in the country. And every one of us thankful to our Honorable PM for gifting this to the country, the NEP. We followed NEP from 2021, and everyone will have to agree with me, will believe me, that with 65% of our population below the age of 35 years, in one way, we are the strength, we are the most powerful nation in the whole world. In another way, if you are not able to integrate skills with education, it is a ticking bomb, our youth. So I'll not go into theory. I haven't prepared any speech, just what we have did over the last few years to generate employment opportunity, to fulfill the aspirations of our youth, and connecting industry requirement with academic performance, jointly developing, co-designing, co-certifying higher education programs, not that traditional models which we did our studies from last 40 years. What I did, my parents also did the same content curriculum. They also gone through the same curriculum. I know everyone will have to agree with me. But the need of the time is we need to ask the industry what exactly they need, and we need to design our curriculum. UGC has allowed that. And as per NEP, as per latest guideline of UGC, up to 70% of the content can be on-the-job training. So in Medhavi Skill University, we followed on the guidelines, we designed, we followed apprenticeship embedded degree model, where apprenticeship was embedded in our degree programs, and students, our students, not merely remained as academic students, they became the skill conveyor to the industry, working in the industry, getting experience in the industry, and earning livelihood also. That's we call as earn while you learn. While you are in industry, you are getting stipend at the rate of 12,000 to 14,000 every month. And we have proved in last 5 years that this is a very sustainable model. I'll take only 10 minutes of your precious time. So I don't think the slides, it will take more than 3 hours. But still, since we have prepared it, we'll go through that. But let me explain some models. Everyone knows about the Boeing as Airbus parts manufacturer, ACUS Group. That's a group based in SEZ, based in Belgavi, Karnataka. We designed BBOC in aerospace manufacturing first in the country, where our students are doing their practical live training in the industry itself, earning a stipend of 12,000 every month, supporting their families, on-the-job training, academic learning by our faculties. The same model, as per UGC norms, we followed in retail. In Aditya Birla Group, BBA in retail management we launched in Pantaloons. Same model we launched in sound engineering, a very new subject in the country, where the Windmill Recording Studio, Dublin, Ireland, is our partner, industry partner, and B4M Music, a music composer group based in Kerala. They are our Indian industry partner. It's a 4-year program, first in the country again, where 60% of the content is done in the industry itself. And students have started their own studios. Who are in Ireland now, they have started their studios. So just, I'll go through the slides, and I want to request all the higher education representative here that we should aggressively follow upskilling, reskilling, earn while you learn these models, because that is the future of our youth. Yeah, please change the slide. So this is the model of skill university which you are following. Employment driven and OJT embedded degree, as I already mentioned. Competency for job roles and occupation into university curriculum. So let me tell you, this work integrated learn and earn model, and as employment actions, like how we act as employment actions, we ask the industry what the openings they have, what requirements they need in next 5 years. So accordingly, we redesign our programs every year and upgrade the technical preparedness of our students. So that's why in the industry integrated model, we have now more than 30,000 students doing their on-the-job training. You know, everyone knows about Hyatt Group, everyone knows about ITC Group. They are our partner in hospitality sector. And everyone will be surprised to know that like in normal hotel management programs, only 2 months of internship is available, provided by the institutions, maybe for 3 months. But as a skill university, following the UGC norms, our students are getting stipend every month, and 70% of the time they are in industry itself, in the shop floor. So the feedback we got from, I'll give you one small example. There is one ITC Moria in Kolkata. So we got feedback from their general manager JM that the students on OJT who haven't still completed their graduation, they became more experienced than the graduates who are working there from last 6 months. And the HR is also saving cost in that, because the students who have done OJT, they are already having 2 years of experience, and they are most competent, most suitable for the industry. It's a win-win model for everyone, for the student and as well as for the industry. So this way, we are generating employment opportunities as well as serving the nation by supporting the industry requirements. Employers as stakeholder for training, assessment and certification during OJT, as I already mentioned. Assessment, we do periodical assessment. We are also the awarding body of Government of India, the second university who was recognized as awarding body by NCVT. So we have our own qualification packs on green hydrogen semiconductor. You will find in NQ or National Qualification Register. So recognition of prior knowledge, experience and skills, and linked to higher education qualifications. Like the workers who are already in the industry, who could not get access to higher education due to their family background or financial background. So after assessment, we recognize their knowledge and they can be placed in a higher category, like certificate, like diploma, like degree, maybe PG also. And cross-border migration, this is very important. As I told, we have the maximum young population in the world. Recently, we tied up with Scotland Qualification Authority, SQA. There is a body of government of Scotland, where their qualification is recognized in 16 European countries. Jointly, the student from this country, they can join in that 16 countries through the qualifications we are providing. That is cross-border migration. In the similar way, we believe in developing, certifying students for aligning with the qualification, overseas qualifications, so that the students can get job anywhere in the world. And everyone know, like the certificates we are issuing as a UGC recognized university, many countries don't recognize that because they have their own standards. So that's why we need international certification, and that can happen through collaboration only. We did with the international awarding bodies, like we are the awarding body of this country. We tied up with the awarding bodies in England, in Scotland, in Switzerland. So their qualifications are recognized, suppose in 80 countries. So my students can get access to that 80 countries. Already we have our students in Germany. With this story, I will finish this part. Krishna, he was automotive technician working in a mechanic shop in Kochi, earning hardly 20,000 rupees per month. He gone through one of our assimilation program and the language program we have. He qualified to join again as an automotive technician in Germany in Mercedes-Benz at a package of 3,800 euro every month. Means in Indian currency almost 4 lakhs you can say. So that is the opportunities everyone can get, every student of, every youth of this country can get if we tie up with the foreign partners, with the industry partners. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Professor Kuldip ji, for sharing, sharing what Medhavi Skills University is doing. I think marvelous job in creating global citizens, and supplying human capital across the globe, and making them imparting industry relevant skills. I think skills have always been undervalued in Indian ecosystem for some or the other, but I think that's gaining traction now. So I think we should be able to get there. But the problem is, I don't know. I'm just putting my point here, my perspective. Skills in India, I was discussing with the secretary, recently I was having a meeting there. So we were just discussing that skills in India is still recognized in a lower value addition spectrum. Research is also a skill. AI is also a skill, but unfortunately that is right now not considered under the skill perspective. So I think that is also something that as a country we need to look forward if we need to really, become Viksit Bharat. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now I would request Dr. Ramesh Gadhvi ji from Gujarat, Veer Narmada, South Gujarat University, to share the best practices being practiced in Gujarat. Over to you, sir.
Sir, it's Narmad, not Narmada. Narmada is river and Narmad is name of pocket. Little correction, Narmad. Narmada is well-known river from Madhya Pradesh to Gujarat. Namaste. I am Dr. Ramesh Gadhvi, working as Registrar at Veer Narmada South Gujarat University, Surat, Gujarat. Our university was established in 1965 and recently in 2065 we have completed 1925 we have completed 60 years. So this is our grand celebration year of the establishment. I would like to introduce my university within 1 minute in a brief. Keep one first slide. Our university has 300 affiliated colleges. We have 300 affiliated colleges which caters the needs of 7 districts of the South Gujarat and 1 union territory, that is Dadra Nagar Haveli. I would like to start my talk with one best practice, one good story. एक सफल कहानी के साथ मैं अपनी बात को शेयर करना चाहता हूँ. हमारे कलीग ने बताया ABCID के रिलेटेड, लेकिन अभी शुरू नहीं हो रहा है. ABCID का डेटा ट्रांसफ़र नहीं हो रहा है. लेकिन जब ये एकेडमिक बैंक ऑफ क्रेडिट को इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया आफ्टर द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ NEP, नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी. सर, सम पीपल ऑल्सो डोंट लाइक नेशनल, दे यूज द वर्ड न्यू मे बी ओल्ड आफ्टर सम टाइम्स, बट वी यूज national education policy. Sir, after the implementation of national education policy, we emphasize on the student data, DigiLocker and academic bank of credit. I would like to show you one video. Please go through on 3rd or 4th slide. आगे जाइए. ये वीडियो अगर हो सकता है तो देखिए नीचे.
Vice Chancellor South Gujarat University to please join us on the stage. The university has uploaded 100% data with APAR IDs that holds the highest number of map records in the country. जोरदार तालियां के लिए वीर नर्मदा साउथ गुजरात यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन, और जो इन्होंने अच्छे कार्य किए हैं इसके लिए वाकई आज अभिनंदन होना चाहिए.
सेकंड पे आ जाइए. ये जब ABCID जब शुरुआत हुई थी हमारी राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति की, तो हमारे जो विश्वविद्यालय है वो 2 हिस्सों में बटी हुई है. एक हमारा सूरत है जो इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ हब है पूरे गुजरात का और राष्ट्र का भी, और हमारा जो कोस्टल एरिया है उसमें सब सिटी सिचुएटेड है. 50% पार्ट आवर कवर्स सिटी एरिया एंड द रेस्ट ऑफ आवर पार्ट 50% पार्ट इज कवर्ड बाय द कंट्री साइड विच इज़ नोन एज ट्राइबल एरिया विच इज़ dense forest, आहवा डांग जंगल which is known as the आहवा ट्राइबल बेल्ट. सो हमारे 50% जनजाति के बच्चे हमारे वहाँ हैं. और जब ये ABCID क्रिएशन का जब शुरुआती दौर था तब हमने ये एक मूवमेंट, एक मुहिम चलाई कि हर एक बच्चों को, जनजाति के बच्चों को भी, जहाँ वो रूरल एरिया है, कंट्री साइड है, वहाँ नेट कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है, फिर भी हमारे बच्चों ने 100% ABCID क्रिएट किया था. वो एक हमारी सफलतम स्टोरी थी. ये 2024 में जब ये पहली बार ये जब लॉन्च हुआ था तब हम देश में टॉप किए थे. अभी हमारी विद्यार्थी की संख्या कम होने के बाद अभी हम टॉप पे नहीं है, लेकिन शुरुआती दौर में नेक्स्ट पे जाइए. तो हमारा ये एक अच्छी सक्सेस स्टोरी है. हमारे जनजाति के बच्चों ने भी ये काम किया है. और अब जब हम इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ की बात करते हैं तो हमारे वहाँ जनजाति के बच्चे के लिए हमने सेंटर फॉर ट्राइबल स्टडी शुरू किया. 2 साल से हमारा ये चल रहा है सेंटर फॉर ट्राइबल स्टडी. साथ में जब हमारी ये भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा की हम बात करते हैं तो हमारे भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा में, आप सेकंड ही रखिए, बाद में आता हूँ, मैं आपको बोल दूँगा. और पीछे वाली प्रीवियस और प्रीवियस, बस, और प्रीवियस, बस यहीं पे रखिए. तो हमारे वहाँ जब भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा की बात करते हैं तो हमारे वहाँ 3 साल से सेंटर फॉर हिंदू स्टडीज़ चलता है, जिसमें सक्सेसफुली एक हमारे बच्चों की बैच ने वो पास आउट कर दिया है. और सेंटर फॉर ट्राइबल स्टडीज़ भी हमारा 2 साल से हमारे वहाँ ये दोनों कोर्स भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा के रिलेटेड हमारे वहाँ कोर्सेज चलते हैं. आगे जाइए. हमारे वहाँ एक बच्चों के लिए जब अपना राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति आया तो उसमें एक ODE ऑन डिमांड एग्ज़ाम का एक प्रावधान है. उसमें हमने, आगे जाइए, 2 हमारे जो बच्चे थे, ये पेरिस ओलंपिक जब खेला गया तो 2 हमारे स्टूडेंट ने, छात्रों ने आगे पेरिस ओलंपिक में पार्ट लिया था. और उस पेरिस ओलंपिक, ये 2 हमारे स्टूडेंट्स या छात्र हैं जिन्होंने पेरिस ओलंपिक में पार्ट लिया था. तो उनकी एग्ज़ाम लेना बहुत मुश्किल था क्योंकि वो कहीं ना कहीं कोचिंग ले रहे थे, कहीं विदेश में थे, उनके लिए एग्ज़ाम देना बहुत मुश्किल था। और उस समय के हमारे द एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर ऑफ गुजरात वाज ऑल्सो आवर स्टूडेंट, वो हमारे छात्र थे। बाद में वो विधायक बने और बाद में वो शिक्षा मंत्री बने, लेकिन वो हमारे छात्र थे। तो जब वो शिक्षा मंत्री बन गए तो उनको भी वो एग्ज़ाम देने के लिए, मंत्री बनने के बाद थोड़ा दिक्कत रहता है। तो ये हमारे 2 ओलंपिक स्टूडेंट थे जो छात्र थे, ओलंपिक में पार्ट ले रहे थे, उनके लिए हमने ऑन डिमांड एग्ज़ाम सर सिंस स्टार्टेड ऑफ NEP वी आर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग। तो शुरुआत से हमने ऑन डिमांड एग्ज़ाम लिया है। हम क्या करते हैं, जब एग्ज़ाम संपन्न होता है बाद में बच्चों को एप्लीकेशन रिसीव करने के बाद वही मंथ में एंड में एट हीज और हर कन्वीनियंस वी आर गोइंग टू कंडक्ट द एग्जाम्स, ऑन डिमांड एग्जाम्स फॉर सच स्टूडेंट्स जिनको ये एग्ज़ाम देने के लिए समय नहीं रहता। जैसे हमारे कुछ बच्चे जैसे आर्मी में थे तो उनको आर्मी से छुट्टी नहीं मिलती थी, तो ऐसे बच्चे आते थे हमारे वहाँ एग्ज़ाम एक्सटर्नल कोर्सेज में जो पढ़ते थे कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग कोर्सेज में, तो उनके लिए हमने वो भी किया था। ये हमारा एक ऑन डिमांड एग्ज़ाम का है, हमारे एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर ने डिग्री लिया था हमारे ऑनरेबल गवर्नर के हाथों से। नेक्स्ट पे जाइए। जब हम भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा की बात करते हैं तो हम 3 साल से जो हमारा पदवीदान समारोह होता है, कॉन्वोकेशन सेरेमनी होता है, उसमें पूर्णतः भारतीय रूप से हमारा पदवीदान समारोह का आयोजन करते हैं। उसमें 33 उपनिषद के गान से, वेदोक्त मंत्रोच्चार से, सरस्वती और गणपति की पूजा से वो हमारा पदवीदान समारोह होता है और उसमें वैदिक राष्ट्रगान किया जाता है। तो पूर्णतः भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा को फॉलो करते हुए राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति के अनुसंधान में विश्वविद्यालय में कार्य हो रहा है। आगे जाइए। ये कुछ चित्र है वहाँ जो जैसे नवरात्रि में कन्या पूजन का, गुजरात में, राजस्थान में ये कन्या पूजन का बड़ा एक महत्व है। ये शक्ति पूजक जो लोग रहते हैं उनके लिए महत्व का पर्व है। तो हमारे वहाँ हर नवरात्रि में हम कन्या पूजन का कार्यक्रम हमारे विश्वविद्यालय पे होता है। आगे जाइए। और आगे ये जो कुछ चित्र है जो भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा से जुड़े हुए हैं, जो हमने, आगे जाइए लास्ट वाला। 2-3 बातें करके मेरी बात को मैं संपन्न कर देता हूँ। ये हमारे वहाँ जो परिसर है 210 एकड़ में, गत साल हमने 14,000 पौधे लगाए थे। अभी पर्यावरण, एनवायरनमेंट इज़ ए कंसर्न एंड बर्निंग इश्यू फॉर ऑल, हमें पता है कि पर्यावरण के लिए तो 14,000 पौधे हमारे परिसर में, और उससे पहले के साल में 7,000 लगाए थे। अभी उसके डबल गुना संख्या में हम पौधे रोपण करते हैं, ट्री प्लांटेशन होता है, और जो 7,000 लगाए थे उसमें से 95% पौधे बड़े हो गए हैं। अभी इस साल हमने 14,000 पौधे लगाए हैं। हमारे यहाँ आपको पता है जब हम NTF, नेशनल टास्क फोर्स, और जो बच्चे सुसाइड कर रहे, अभी गाजियाबाद की जो दुर्घटना हुई, तो उसके लिए हमारे वहाँ मनोविज्ञान केंद्र भी चलता है। और मनोविज्ञान केंद्र में फुल फ्लेज वी हैव 5 काउंसलर है, मनोवैज्ञानिक है, जो उन बच्चों से ऐसे काम कर, कोई उनका काउंसलिंग वगैरह चलता है। एक बात, अंतिम बात करके मेरी बात को मैं संपन्न कर रहा हूँ। हमारे वहाँ ट्राइबल यूनिवर्सिटी, ट्राइबल बेल्ट होने के बावजूद भी हमारे बच्चों ने ABCID क्रिएट किए थे। और हमारे वहाँ हमारा जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है 100% ऑटोमेशन है, ERP सिस्टम है हमारा गवर्नमेंट का। वो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ गुजरात का GIPL करके जो कंपनी है उनसे समर्थ में भी है, समर्थ वाला भी पार्ट करते हैं, लेकिन बाकी का जो हमारा है वो 100% गवर्नमेंट की कंपनी है, उनसे हमारा ERP से ऑफिस ऑटोमेशन 100% ऑफिस ऑटोमेशन है। बस यही करके मैं मेरी बात को मैं संपन्न कर रहा हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Sir, I want to add one thing. I also belong to the same university. I am working in a biotech department in this university. We also have one practice of plastic waste management. We are preparing eco bricks. Students are preparing eco bricks.
Using plastic?
We are taking plastics from staffs and all members. We cut it into small pieces, convert it to microplastic, and then we prepare eco bricks. So that is also one practice. We also have a vermicompost setting in our department, in biotech department. So that is for environment concern. We are also working.
Thank you, Dr. Ramesh ji, and sorry for pronouncing wrong name because I had it wrong typed with me. So, sir is from Narmada, South Gujarat University, and from Surat, and sharing about the ABC and everything you shared, and during the convocations, I remember Shiksha Valli is a very good tradition that we can follow. I don't know whether it is in practice there or not, but Shiksha Valli is a very good Indian tradition system which can be practiced in the convocation, especially the first chapter. Thank you. Over to Professor Lokanath ji. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So all the 4 speakers spoke about many things about higher education system in India. We are in the crossroads because Dr. K. Sundararaman is mentioning that our GER rate. So we have a quality and a quantity. So I am basically a professor of physics. I cannot agree with both quantity and quality can go together. That's the problem in education. And also he mentioned about the new skill universities. Of course, skills are very important for a day, but skill has to be imbibed by the students, not by the university, not by the institutions, not by the government. So that's the most important thing. And also, the last speaker also spoke about Dr. Ramesh Gadhvi, talking about the technology advances in his universities. So these are all the important things has been happening. And also, Professor Mithilesh Singh, she has made a lot of introduction of courses which are relevant to the IKS system. So that's also good. So the first and important thing is food, the health. That's the most important. What happens after higher education nowadays, students? Students are taking the junk foods, not the real staple food for this. So who has to teach for this? So health is wealth. If I have a good health, I can be a better person in the society. First is health. That is not given importance. So I urge all the directors, principals and vice chancellors, make the students to have a good food in their lifetime, because today the food is lot of adulteration is there, you can say a lot of things are there. And moreover, I will give a simple example. Our universities, one of the oldest universities, it was established in 1960. So we are not born at that time. And it was the 6th oldest university in India. And it is the first university established outside the government. That's why our king family has made this Mysore University. And very special is, see there will be 3 Bharata Ratnas. One is the founder of the university, that is Sharma, everybody know that a great engineer, he got the Bharata Ratna. And then the faculty, then President of India, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, who got the Bharata Ratna. And the student, Professor C.N. Rao, he got the Bharata Ratna. So 3 Bharata Ratnas and 3 unique people that's only possible in this country, the Mysore University. So now you think of, does they have a skill? Does they have something else? Of course they have a knowledge. They have a thinking of deep understanding. So people are thinking about too much about subject, but nobody worrying about the vertical knowledge of subject. That's the where we are lost. Skill is a part, in my opinion. First the subject. If you have a subject, and you will get an objective. If you do not have a subject, that means we should learn from the older system where people have made a lot of contributions. And one more thing is we have to know that the first Jnanpith award is the Vice Chancellor of University of Mysore. The first Jnanpith award. See how they will become converted into them. At that time there was no model, no mobiles, no machines, no computers. But how communication has been done? How can be they written in a better way? So that means we need to think ourselves. The education system has changed because the quantity. He mentioned that every university has a problem for appointment of teachers. We don't get a quality teacher. Teachers are available, not the quantity. So therefore, and also we should look at the growth, because India is a very vast country and it has to be improved in the rural. Still there are many pockets of country does not have an entry into the higher education. So therefore, we should make an effort of this. Certainly this conference will bring you some idea about the higher education and about the growth as well as the accessibility to all the people. And also I thank the organizers for giving us the opportunity to speak on this, and thank you very much. If there are any questions, please do ask questions now. It's open. If there are no questions, it's also time is up, so we can go for lunch or anything you want to do. That's it. Thank you very much.